The Galactic Federation of Light via Sheldan Nidle, May 17, 2016. Webpage, palweb.com. 7 Imix, 14 Moan, 12 Manik. Dratzo. This realm is slowly changing. A true republic tied to the nuances of the NESARA law is slowly emerging in America. The numerous attempts by the Dark to falsely proclaim such a regime are doomed and will ultimately fail. Meanwhile, the Dark's ability to lie and plant these falsehoods is being cast aside by the Light. This, among other things, has temporarily slowed the progress of the Light's many forces. We, with our many liaisons, are sorting out this final nonsense. This is permitting the Light to get back on track. Hence, the Light's many sections are again able to easily communicate with each other. We expect extreme progress to allow these funds to go forward. All of this to us signifies the last ways by which the Dark is interfering with the rise of new governance and the emergence of new monies. This, of course, implies that the new banking organizations need to adopt a stricter set of procedures and set up new rules to cover the successful deployment of this new gold standard. These things are now being sorted out and a number of new procedures are getting ready to be applied internationally. The final delaying actions are showing us just how deceitful these last cabal minions are. Nevertheless, their tactics are doomed to failure. We have instituted new ways to closely observe what they are up to. Each of you has adopted a general visualization regarding this last stage of transformation. We are drawing upon these wondrously detailed concepts to produce tactics for how this is all to be done. The Dark strongly believes that it is still possible to somehow use their last chicanery to permit themselves a way out of their current morass. This is not to be the case. We know what they are doing, and why. At the right moment, we can tear away this perception and permit the true NESARA Republic to emerge. These last battles over ideas are to be successful and then a new day can dawn for surface humanity. Until that time, the last few operations remain. We intend to play these out and use what we find to arrest and isolate what is left of this once mighty cabal. The time approaches for true governance to become the norm here and for us to finally be able to address you. The measures that have been taken are just an example of how this strange tit-for-tat game between the Light and the Dark is conducted. Over the past few weeks we have seen how this affects you. We are watching as you attempt to figure out how all of this plays out and when you can finally begin to receive these funds. Allow for the unexpected. The game of cat and mouse is nearly over. By now the Dark truly appreciates that it is only a matter of a few final moves before all is truly lost. These realizations by the Dark follow a bevy of arrests of all who have played this game at its lower levels. Money and gold that they stole are being returned to us. The Federal Reserve and its henchmen in Puerto Rico have been cornered and forced to end their illegal activities. Many others are likewise on the verge of arrest. As we have said, this heinous game is nearly over. There are only a few moves left. It is best for the cabal and its numerous designs to quit and permit us to finish this whole thing off. As you can see, much is happening across this broad globe. The final jousts with the cabal and its many minions are currently a daily event. The important part of this report can be put into a few simple phrases. The Dark Cabal is losing and the Light is nearly ready to proclaim its victory. This operation is taking more time than we at first wished. Nevertheless, a number of precursors to your victory remain. At present, our representatives on your world are in the midst of a global mopping up operation. This procedure is being accomplished at a rate that is designed to put the Dark and its lesser minions to rest. Whatever potential complications remain, know that our liaisons are determined to end and then stabilize any potential trouble spots. These operations are important, yet they are not going to cause any large delays in the process to give you a new financial system and to welcome in your age of prosperity. Ahead of you are new governance and a long-awaited disclosure. These times are indeed amazing and filled with many great events and heavenly miracles. Namaste. We are your ascended masters. Our many associates are busily finishing off the remaining key items required to send you your blessings. The dark continues to offer some forms of manipulation that can possibly cause some unforeseen delays. Thus, it is important that you keep doing your daily visualizations. These, along with ours, help to forge a field that makes it easier to complete these many assigned tasks. Every day, heaven adds its own decrees to what we are doing. These divine thoughts act as much-needed backup for these operations. Heaven, with our joint help, is creating a new reality for all of us. This is a transitional realm where we can grow in consciousness and become, my children, more able to adjust to how you can best survive. This process is leading to the time when we can be together and welcome in your new mentors. At that time you are also to meet your living ancestors, the Agarthans. As you become more aware, this process of raising your consciousness can lead to an increased feeling of frustration as you wait for the inevitable. Your increased inquisitiveness is wonderful to us. It is changing your old perceptions of this realm. Due to your new energies, the world does not seem right, and uncalled for wars no longer inspire you. Those who have long ruled this world no longer see you as docile puppets, but as people that need to be reckoned with. This is yet another set of signs that what used to be normal no longer pertains. You also have a better understanding of the ways of grace. Heaven is lapping up your prayers for a new realm. These changes in you are most welcomed. Expect more of this as your consciousness grows. Each of you is an experiment in a procedure that heaven truly began in the early 1970s. At that time, the dark nearly caused your sun to nova and, in an instant, you were to be gone. Our galactic friends and our heavenly superiors stopped this event and allowed you to continue forward. This was also seen as a major harbinger of another phenomenon that swept through this galaxy. It meant that the great changes you require were to be started as soon as possible. It has taken nearly 4 decades to firmly realign this realm and permit us to see just how close we are to a more formal intervention. We masters were told that until the Dark's minions were defeated we needed to assume a more protective mode. Thus, we have become more noticeable in the past few years. We are very close to being able to openly instruct you on a series of vital subjects. These are to be an aid to what you are to learn initially from the new NESARA government. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Today, as usual, we have reported to you on what is occurring on your globe. Events now signal that you are on the verge of receiving a number of special funds. These are to be the forerunner of a great prosperity that is to alter this reality. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Salamat Gajan. Salamatia. Syrian for B1. And be in joy.